everyone, and welcome to Raising Vibrations. And today I'm really excited to be sharing with you a new platform, a new way in which I feel inspired to teach astrology. And so this is the first direction regarding sun sign forecasting, and we're going to be going with July 2016, and this is for Aries, okay? So if your sun sign is in Aries, or if you have the rising sign in Aries, this is the video for you. All right. So what we're going to do today is give you a brief understanding of how the month will evolve for you in regards to your sun sign. And basically looking at some things that I would suggest helping you integrate more of the energies using the up and coming transits, okay? So firstly, we've got the sun, which everybody can see. I'll just get my marker up here. So the sun over there at the bottom of the chart, and he's in the sign of Cancer, okay? So the constellation Cancer, and also actually in the fourth house of the astrological chart. So the sun is in Cancer, and it's in your fourth house of your astrological chart. And this is about self-identity, okay? The fourth house is all about how do we take the sense of discovery regarding our new direction, which began in Aries. How do we take our value systems that began in Taurus, and how do we take our sense of dialect, our language, and then begin to form a sense of how do I relate to myself on an emotional level? So this is a big deal for you. The fact that Venus and the sun are both in the fourth house of the astrological chart means that there's a lot of stuff going to be coming up for you in this month regarding how do you relate to yourself emotionally, okay? There's a lot of information and experiences regarding coming back into your body, okay? When we're growing up in our lives, we get conditioned a lot by our environment. And of course, this environmental imprinting plays a big role in the way that we see the world and we see ourselves. So when the sun transits through the fourth house of the astrological chart, we get this opportunity to come back into ourselves, come back into our centeredness, come back into what we stand for, and really get in touch with intention. So I feel that this is a good month for you in the sense of knowing where your feelings are and where you put your emotions, and how do you, on an overall basic level, get your sense of message out there in the world as well. How do you express your sense of identity? You know, this is a big thing that's also part of this connection. So maybe spending some time, you'll probably find yourself spending some time at home, really just needing to nurture, needing to rest. I wouldn't take on too many challenges and projects on at this time. And the reason why I say that is simply because this is an opportunity for regeneration, okay? So regeneration, feeling grounded, getting in touch with your emotions is a big part. Now, the other thing that I want to mention here as well is the fact that you still have Uranus transiting your first house of your astrological chart, Uranus and Aries. So for you, there's a lot of electricity around a sense of discovery, a sense of purpose. You know, you probably have transformed your life quite a lot in the last 6 years. So I wouldn't be surprised if you feel a new sense of direction for yourself. Keep working at that and keep giving yourself a sense of movement in what is exciting you at this stage, okay? So there's a lot of liberation taking place for you. And of course, as we do these monthly forecasts, you'll get a better understanding of what I mean completely, okay? The last thing that I wanted to say in terms of, well, there's two last things that I wanted to say. Pluto is still transiting your 10th house. This will be here for a long period of time. So of course, your sense of outer definitions and relationship to what is your mission, where do you go with your life, that's still being uncovered in a very deep way. And of course, this will still take place for quite some time. So just know that on an ultimate sort of astrological level, on a big wavelength level in terms of, you know, your overall arcing life, this is where you're going, a new direction, okay? And it can be very fearful with that experience. It can be very uncertain. There's a lot of anxiety, of course. And this is okay because it's just the brain saying, hey, I'm not sure about what this direction is about. I need some more consistency and nurturing and safety. And you can bypass this process by simply just checking in with yourself, okay? So some transits that are happening for us on in this month of July. Of course, you can see on the 29th of June 2016, Mars is going direct. Mars has actually been moving in your 8th house of your astrological chart. And he's been there for quite some time, of course, because of the fact that Mars has been through Scorpio, and then has actually been in your 9th house, and then has moved back into your 8th. So there's a lot of deep inner emotional processing regarding what belief systems you use, and how does that belief system then tie in with how do you feel emotionally committed to the story. Okay, Scorpio is all about commitment. It's all about getting to the core of something. So the context of your astrology is, what is my commitment to my philosophy? And for this month in particular, it's what is that sense of emotional attachment that I have to that? What are my emotions telling me when I'm following my destiny and my philosophy is either in alignment or out of alignment with that, okay? Then, of course, on the 12th of July, Venus will move into Leo, which is your 5th house of your astrological chart. And this will just simply bring to your awareness how to become more self-validated. So this is a big deal. We'll obviously discuss more of this through the next forecast as well. But how do you validate yourself? This is going to be a big deal. So up until the 12th of July, I would say rest, relax, just chill out, rejuvenate, eat some good food, and just be, kind of just crabby in that sense, just, emotionally nourishing, okay? And then finally, on the 14th of July, Mercury moves into Leo as well. Now you can see that Mercury is actually in Gemini. So it just simply means that Mercury will be moving through your 4th house and then your 5th house over the next sort of like 2 weeks. And this is just adding the more subtle nuances to the language you use, okay? So watch your language, how it adjusts over the next 2 weeks. Watch your sense of inner relationship to yourself and watch how your emotions are changing for yourself. And overall, observe the inner emotional philosophy. What is your philosophy that you use that validates your life? And check if it's out of alignment or in alignment, okay? Fantastic. Not to forget, on the 4th of July, we've got the full moon in the new moon in Cancer. And on the 19th of July, we've got the full moon in Capricorn. And those are big deals because, of course, the new moon landing in your 4th house and the full moon landing in Capricorn. So it's all about your inner and outer realities. So this is a big deal regarding emotional nourishment. That's why I'm saying stay there. Okay, don't forget to check out those videos as well. And then finally, if you're somebody that wants to learn astrology and you are a new person to astrology or is interested in understanding your own personal birth chart, then I've got this incredibly cool playlist creation. It's called Learn Your Chart. And what it does is it basically, you give me your birth details. I send you a playlist with all of your configurations that you've got in your chart. You learn how your chart works for yourself, and then you have a 90-minute reading with me. So if you want to know what that's about, check out the description below. There's a link to learning more about that, okay? Other than that, guys, have a fantastic 4th house transit for this month. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.